Hi, Grant Sullivan here with Elements in Focus. I have Aaron Rheaume sitting right next to me, well, at least figuratively in his Brownsburg office. Aaron, so thankful you're with us, my friend. Love doing this with you. It's Elements in Focus. If you're just joining us for the first time, the program is designed to really give Aaron and I and our team members 3 to 5 minutes to really dig into and cause action and traction on some of our 5 critical elements, which now you see on the screen. We get really detailed into key areas of our 5 critical elements that we see often missed or need a little bit more reflection or introspection. Maybe is introspection the appropriate word there? We'll go with it. And so the next piece here, Aaron, you have, between you and Joe, who's our managing partner, you two do the best of this when it comes to legacy planning. And Aaron, can you walk everyone through why it's so important to understand not all beneficiaries are equal? What do we mean when we say that?
Yeah, Grant, that's a very, very it's a difficult subject to broach. And maybe I'm not using the correct word, but it's a
Oh, that's
difficult
good.
topic to talk about. When we look at it from a tax planning standpoint, we look at it from an income standpoint. What we're not trying to say is not all beneficiaries are equal based on loving them, because you love all of your beneficiaries the same. But the way that we have to look at it from a planning perspective is looking at disparities in income. We're looking at are you leaving dollars to churches or charities or those types of things, and making sure we have the correct beneficiaries listed in the positions based on your wishes when you're getting ready to pass on those assets at the end of life. And so, a couple things to think about in this subject itself is think about an income disparity between two siblings. Maybe you have one child is a highly paid brain surgeon, and the next is a very noble teacher that is going through a huge tough time right now with this pandemic. Both of them are very hard workers, but their incomes are completely different. And so you've built up good tax diversification because you've been listening to Grant and I for a number of years. So you have IRA dollars, which are tax deferred. You have Roth dollars, which are tax free. In this situation, we would guide you to make a look at saying, okay, maybe the high income earning child gets a larger portion of the Roth dollars, and the child that is a teacher gets a smaller portion because their income is less. And so we want to look at it from that standpoint to ultimately take away from the IRS the least amount or the most amount of tax dollars that we can get away from them. So that's one thing to look at. The other thing is if you're charitably inclined, you want to make sure your beneficiaries are set up there as well. A lot of times we see charitable requests being made and beneficiaries are not listed properly. So if you again have tax deferred dollars and you're trying to leave things to a charity, we want to make sure we're leaving assets out of those tax deferred dollars, because the charity is not going to pay tax as long as they're a 501c3. The most important thing, though, when we're talking about this is actually making sure that you have beneficiaries listed, and not just beneficiaries as primary, but contingents also, and making sure that they're up to date. Sometimes we've seen where beneficiaries have passed away. And so we want to make sure when we're reviewing this, that's why we have an annual meeting to make sure everything is up to date inside of our legacy plan. Grant, I hope I covered what you wanted me to, and the beneficiaries are not all equal. And I'm very, very passionate about, if you can't tell in just talking.
No, 100%, Aaron. And I love that we use these words exactly and specifically because, again, you put it beautifully. We're not telling you to love your heirs differently. That's not what
Right.
we're saying. We're telling you make sure you understand their financial situation so you're not harming them by accident. And Aaron, again,
Mm-hmm.
with the surgeon and the teacher example, you want all that tax deferred money, or as much of it as possible, going to the teacher because they're lower income bracket. You're handing less money to the IRS. And if someone has helped you set up a trust and you are leaving trust dollars to a charitable organization and IRA dollars or tax-deferred dollars to a family member, please call us, because there are some inefficiencies that are going to cost you and your family big time, and we want to make sure we get that taken care of before the gavel comes down and those taxes have to get paid. So if you're looking for a fiduciary or looking to have these conversations surrounding legacy planning, please reach out to us, 800-928-4001, or you can find us on yourlifeafterwork.com. If you're looking for some good entertainment, but also some really good information on planning itself, kind of Aaron, our managing partner, and our advisory team run kind of counter to the grain. We talk about things that most financial people won't talk about because they're on the wrong side of the coin. So if you're looking for more information or want to dive deeper into our content, you can go to our website and check out that space, but also consider this program is all over the World Wide Web, as Aaron likes to say. We can be found on many podcasting areas, and as well as a lot of local radio stations to here to Central and Indiana. So reach out to us. Let us know questions you have. We'd love to help you. Thanks for joining us in Elements in Focus, and we'll see you next time.